What up, tech fans? So it looks like we're going to see a 3070 Ti or a 3070 Super. Don't know exactly what they're going to be calling it exactly. Also, looks like AMD is actually killing it, not only in the GPU market, but also in the CPU market, where for the first time it seems like they're beating Intel even in single-threaded stuff. Really interesting. And the laptop market, it's going to get very competitive. And guess what? Intel's actually entering the video card market. Let's talk tech. Are you building a new system or just upgrading your old one? If you said yes, then chances are you need a brand new Windows 10 key. And right now, CD Key Sales has you covered with Windows 10 Home or Pro for under $15. And it's never been easier to buy. You simply create your account, put the software into your cart, add the code TT18 for 18%, make your purchase, and then a few minutes later, your codes will be in your box. And all codes are guaranteed to activate. So if you want a great price and a great product, buy from someone you know and you can trust, CD Key Sales. So the portable or laptop market, this is a market that is just continually growing and growing and growing, because as the population grows, more people are switching from PCs to portable stuff. So that market is just growing and growing. And right now, we're going to see the most competition that we've ever seen in the laptop market. So first off, Intel has developed their DG1, and this is going to be their onboard graphics for all of their laptops and this type of stuff. So they're going to have their version of a graphics solution. We also know AMD has their own solution that's coming out, and Nvidia has a solution. So as far as the laptop market goes right now, pretty soon you're gonna have so many choices, it's going to be amazing. That's going to be great, because we all know that competition pushes the market, because the more competition there is in a market, the more these companies are driving to make it better to get your cash in their pockets, right? We all know what it's about. So if they create competitive stuff, that's best for us. And in the long run, we'll see if there will be a winner, but hopefully it'll just be a lot of different people, competing across the board. Also, something interesting on Nvidia side of things. There's been rumors that there's going to be another card coming out that hasn't really been quite officially discussed yet, but it sounds interesting on paper anyways. Now this particular card, the reason why I say it would probably be a 1070 Ti is it's going to feature 7,424 CUDA cores. It's also going to feature a new chip. This is the GA102-150-KD-A1, and it's kind of interesting. It's also going to have 10 gigabytes of GDDR6 memory. I guess no 16 gigabytes there yet. It also is going to have a TGP of 320 watts, the same as the 3080. Now the 3070, it comes to market at 5,888 CUDA cores. The 3080 has 8,704. So like I said, this kind of puts it right in the middle between the 3070 and 3080, and we obviously know they're going to release a Ti or Super version, and that's probably going to be it, especially since these new AMD cards that have been announced with the pricing and the performance that's been said so far, that market is also going to be very competitive. So I think really soon we're going to see a change there as well. I know a lot of people are afraid that the bots are going to all jump in and buy all this stuff up, but the market, we all know, balances out. It usually does. So probably, like I said before in another video, right after the holiday season, which is going to be what I think in January or February of next year, is going to be a really great time to buy a video card and build a new system. Now, obviously with the holidays coming out and everybody's been just dying for a new video card since they couldn't buy any 3080s. However, 3070 stock, I hear, is going to be way different. I hear there's like 3 times as much stock on the 3070 cards as there were on the 3080s or 3090s, so that's really good news. And like I've said before, the $500 market is going to be very competitive, but in reality, the most competitive market, I feel, will be a card that's under $400. $500. And this is where things really get interesting, because Intel is now actually going to be entering the discrete market with their DG2. Now, this is based off their Xe HPG technology, and it seems like Intel's really going to be taking this very serious. Now, obviously, they're not going to come out of the gate with a card and be trying to compete with the 3080, and they're not going to try to compete with that. Why would they even bother? They're going to put their feet in the water and get into a market that right now really isn't all that saturated. So if Intel can come out with this new DG2 card and put it onto the market, that's going to be amazing, especially if it can perform. And if the price is right, there is an open market for this. Right now, both Nvidia and AMD, it seems like their concentration is more on the higher market. Now, obviously, you can buy cheaper lower AMD cards or Nvidia cards, but that's, that market is there, but a lot of the concentration right now seems to be in a little bit of upper echelon of cards. So that's going to be really, really interesting. Like I said, competition is great, and with Intel entering the fray, come on, they'll initially come out with this and test the waters, but eventually we should probably see Intel become very competitive with both AMD and Nvidia in the GPU market. Now, whether Intel is going to be able to come back with their, latest technology and stuff, and be competitive, I don't know, but here's some other really interesting news. So check it out. For the first time ever, it seems like AMD is actually kicking Intel's butt in single-threaded performance. Now, there's been a number of tests that have been run that are showing these tests that to be true, and it's really kind of amazing. So, probably people are thinking that, Intel's, 10,900 CPU is the king of kings, but you know what? Honestly, it's not really looking that way. The Ryzen 5 5600X and the Ryzen 9 5950X are honestly kicking its butt in single-threaded performance, and this is just absolutely crazy. And it's very interesting to see, because the main thing that I hear all the time from the Intel group of people is that the reason that they don't want to switch to an AMD CPU is because in single-threaded performance, Intel is still always winning. Okay, but if Intel is no longer winning, then what would stop anybody who's been traditionally an Intel fan, which is myself included, what would stop them from going out and getting one of these CPUs? Now, I know a lot of people are going to say that the motherboard technology and the technology surrounding the chipsets and stuff by AMD isn't the most mature compared to Intel. I mean, okay, that's fine and dandy, but just think about this. If more people buy into the AMD market and AMD has more funds and they become more popular, that means they can put money into more R&D and actually make these products even better. Having a limited market share and getting the money back has always been the problem. But now that AMD is actually starting to gain some market share and is being competitive in all markets, the company has a great chance to change all the way across the board. And I've said this before in another video, AMD could end up, ruling the roost. And what's really funny with you guys is cracks me up is you're like, but you said this before. I go with the news, man. Like, if the news tells me the waves are 6 feet high, I report the waves are 6 feet high. If it says the waves are 3 feet high, I report the waves are 3 feet high. That's just how it is. So if rumors are coming through saying that, Nvidia is going to do better than this guy and this particular thing, then those are the videos that get made at that point in time. And I change as the reality changes. So when things become a reality that, AMD is doing better, I will be talking about AMD doing better. If Nvidia does better, I'll be talking about that in Intel, and so forth and so on. That's just the entire market. But there you have it. A lot of really interesting stuff. Laptop market, going to be very competitive. Video card market, very competitive. I mean, come on. We've got the 6800, 6800 XT, and the 6900 XT. We've got the 3070, 3080, 3090, albeit a lot of those cards aren't in stock right now, so that's a whole nother can of wax all in itself. But still, the competition is there, and hopefully these little dry up markets will change, and everybody will get stock in, because the holidays, let's just face it, they're almost upon us. We're gonna have Thanksgiving. I don't know if they're still doing Black Friday, but if they do, we'll have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, then we'll have the Christmas sales, and that means buy, and these companies do not want to miss out on making your dollar during this holiday holiday season. So it would seriously behoove them to make sure that they have stock of that crap in of their cards, of their crap. I mean, crap was in crap, but you know what I mean. Hopefully they'll have their crap in stock so people can buy it. All right. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate your time. Hey, if you like my style, hey, hit that sub button, but make sure that you hit the notifications bell or you won't know I'm making videos. Also, Prime has lots of killer programs going on and other things you can watch inside of there. They get free shipping. Like I said, it's the holiday. No time better to try it for 30 days for free. I'll have a link down below. It helps my channel. It doesn't cost you guys any money, and it helps all the way around. Also, for a single $1, you can support me on Patreon. I'll have all those links and stuff down below, including other stuff. So peace out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys back here on Tech tomorrow for guess what? More tech.